Hello beautiful hearts. This is Dick speaking, but the Sprites might join in as this is their message, and they do often jump in to give me some assistance. I had a download in the middle of the night last night, and in my dream I wrote it out word for word 3 times. It was beautiful, it was elegant, and then I woke with cramp and desperate desire to attend the toilet, and I thought I'd better write this down while I remember it. It was gone. Amazing. So much understanding vanished, and then this morning a few stray comments and some of it started coming back. So this is the, as far as I recall, the essence of what I was given last night, but not the elegance or the flow. First of all, let me just show you this. Those that do Tai Chi should know that when the bird's beak is done properly, the fingers are level and there is a perfect little 5-pointed star in the middle there. If you're in the middle of doing Tai Chi, stop and have a look. If it doesn't look like this, you ain't got it right yet and you need to concentrate more. Well, this will be important in a minute. Now, the reason I call myself Decahedron is because I see the essential nugget of reality, the smallest component that can still be real, can still exist, the smallest part of existence has 5 poles to it, 5 points, 5 aspects, 5 natures. And those 5 natures all connected together form a 4-dimensional construct composed of 10 triangles. It's a 4-dimensional tetrahedron, shall we say, a hypertetrahedron. Now, in 3 dimensions, we can only fit 4 poles in. If you think of the sequence of 1 point is a 0 point, 0 dimensions, 2 points creates a line, 3 points defines a flat plane, 4 points define 3-dimensional reality, but 5 points don't fit. So to fit down here, we had to lose a pole, and our choice was to lose the spiritual pole. Now, that spiritual pole became our witness. The vehicle itself has physicality, vitality, our senses and our movements, mentality, and emotionality, and the 5th pole, the spirituality, is our witness. Now, if we think of the 4 poles, if we do them as 4 poles creating a square, with the witness as the 5th point, I hope you can recognise this is a pyramid. Perhaps not very clear. We have a little, the top of this, the little pyramid there. Now, the pyramid has often been depicted as somehow being evil by people, especially when it has the eye on the top. Symbols are neutral. They're not good or evil, they're just neutral, they're just containers of information. And in being containers of information and neutral, some people use them for their purposes and overlay their opinions and emotionality on them. But they still are neutral. Now, in this image that I have, the single eye at the top of the pyramid is the witness, your spiritual pole. And the 4 corners at the bottom of the pyramid are your physical, vital, mental and emotional realms. And where they contact with the ground, with physicality, the 4 corners appear to be separate. They're distance apart. But if you climb up the slope of the pyramid, let's go a bit closer here, if you climb up the slope of the pyramid to the top, the corners disappear, they all become one, they are unified, because the witness is a single eye. it is one point of observation of the rest of you. So this is really quite extraordinary in terms of the pyramid. It's an image of us. It's nothing to do with archons or anything else. It's an image of the reality that we are. Now, other beings have chosen different routes. There are some that have left their physicality behind as the witness and only appear as ethereal beings. Fairies, nature sprites, spirits, all those sort of things that do not have a physicality, but they have all the other components. They have their spirituality, emotionality, mentality and vitality. And I'll leave you to figure out what happens if you miss some of these other things out. Yeah? Now in my path, it seems I chose at a very early age to miss out emotionality so that I was able to concentrate on the spirituality, mentality, vitality and physicality better. And once I'd found the truth that brought the mentality and the emotionality together, then I was able to reintroduce the, mentality and spirituality together, I was able to reintroduce the emotionality. And as I say this, I'm just amused at the thought of Demetrius trying to transcribe this and describe all the hand movements. However, I just have to refer to the video to see what I've been doing. So we are 5 poles contracted down into one. Now, from this point of the witness, extending upwards, above, is another pyramid, which is our higher self, which also has 5 poles. And those 5 poles connect through the witness down into our body. And because it's a point, a mirror, in which both directions are possible to see at the same time, if we attempt to cross what seems to be a barrier through the witness, we become confused. We don't know which is up, which is down, whether we're coming or going. So this is a zone of confusion, and it's this confusion that traps us down here, where everything seems rational and concrete and stuff like that. So we'll also recognise that science, having already lost the spiritual component, also loses the emotional component, and we end up with science depicting physicality, vitality and mentality, and when compared to the whole you see how restricted science is, and it can only ever describe a part of our total experience. It can't describe our consciousness, and it can't describe or feel our emotions. I'll leave you to work out what happened with religion, because again that is incomplete. And if you like playing, you can play around with these 5 points and see how they work in your life. Even in your own life, we recreate the illusion of spirituality in our vehicle, and what that turns into is more a record of our experience. It becomes our character and our personality, if you like, the source of our being, the point to which we refer to know who we are. And we've been stuck in this illusion that what we're experiencing has a polarity. That's the nature of being in duality. So we end up judging our experience. But the experience is neutral. It's just a symbol of information, a neutral symbol. And what is meant to happen, if we're doing it properly, is we have the experience, appreciate it, and let it go. But as soon as we judge it, we have created a polarity, a belief in ourselves, and that means we are hanging on to our experience, and we end up believing that we are the being that has been created by our experience. We look back and say, yes, I'm the one that was born, I'm the one that this happened to, I'm the one that's happened to, which is why I am the way I am now. It's an excuse. In this now you can be anyone, but we're so trapped in being a representation of our life that we lose our freedom. And it may be necessary for some to go back into their life and let go the charge. For as long as we hold charge, we are charged ourselves. When we let go of the charge, we too become neutral and free to flow, free to experience the love. But when there is no charge, there is just love, freedom. Isn't that cool? Okay, I'll love you and leave you, my beautiful people. I love you all so dearly. Bye-bye.